Um, I know you guys have been watching Pedro's videos. I actually got to see it for the first time today, but I got to actually meet him about a week ago. And the first night I met him, or actually, was it 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, at the
Yeah,
party.
2 weeks ago at a party, and I'd already heard about him through a friend Robbie, and he was telling me about Pete being really good with the women, and I actually got to see it in action for the first time, and it was just simply like I was blown away. And got so excited I wanted Pete to put together something for the guys here in San Francisco to learn about what he's actually doing with the women. Um, I mean, I'm not going to go into the detail about what happened. I'll let Pete do that if he wants to. But on September 8th, we're going to be putting together a 4-hour workshop because I want to learn some stuff, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are going to want to check it out. So I'll let Pete talk more about it.
Hey guys. So yeah, that's the gist of it. I came here just to visit and do the touristy things, and then me and Mike had a conversation and we got excited, and I enjoy the teaching. I enjoy talking to people about this because it's just an exciting topic for me. So we're going to put together a workshop again on the 8th, 4 hours, and it's going to be sort of a seminar, sort of a discussion with guys, just about, like, my general approach is it's more about how you're being than what you're doing. So it's a sort of natural game, an authentic approach. I'm not going to give you any content. I'm not going to give you any specific words, any routines, any tricks, any magic, any card games, any gimmicks. So if you want that, don't come. You're not going to get it. I don't want you to go away disappointed because I'm not offering that. What I'm going to give you is a glimpse into the mindset of someone who has it handled, who does it and lives it, and how that feels and how it felt when I wasn't expressing myself, when I had desires and I wasn't living in alignment with them. I was too scared to go after when the fear was winning, whereas now I go for what I want, and that is a lot of getting what you want, is just going for it. So yeah, you're going to see the sort of before and after, where I was, where I am, how I got there, the obstacles that came up for me on that path, what held me back, where I got stuck, where I needed help, because I learnt this through trial and error. I didn't really have a coach. I didn't do boot camps. I didn't follow one method. It was a lot of me and my wing. We went out and we crashed and burned, and we found what worked, and we kept it, and we discarded all the error. So what we're offering you is a sort of, you could learn this in 6 months, or you could come and get a short, snappy, like, it's just going to speed up your learning because you don't need to play around with all the shit that doesn't work. We're going to talk about how to keep going, how to keep pushing yourself, the sort of path to mastery rather than getting stuck in anything. Talk about night game, day game, the differences, the similarities, how they're good for learning. We're going to talk a lot about what you say, because a big problem is I don't know what to say. And it's not that you don't know what to say, that's an interesting topic. We're going to talk about that. Because that was huge for me, and I know that's huge for a lot of guys. Because when you come in at a lower value and you're buying into society's value that the pretty girl is more valuable, you worry that what you say isn't valuable enough, and there's a whole area around that, because you don't run out of things to say with your buddies because you assume you're the equal value. We're going to talk about why there's no need to do routines, why routines aren't helpful in the long run. And in that regard, we're going to talk about the distinction of what matters and what doesn't matter, like how the words are a very small part, whereas what you're sub-communicating, how you're being, is huge. So this is going to be a video up on Facebook and YouTube. Add me up on Facebook, the information's going to be up there. We're going to create an event. Check out my YouTube, check out my Facebook. If you don't believe me, there's some proof on there. So check that out. And now we have a guest, a real life girl, to ask. So introducing Maya. She's a friend of mine, an American friend of mine from New York, and I want to ask her. She's here to explain to you why what I'm saying is more attractive to women than what other gurus with goggles and hats are saying. You know, why running routines and tricks and gimmicks and trying to work your way up and persuade her to sleep with you by bringing her down, you know, negging, all these concepts that everyone knows about, why that's just not as real, you know, as bringing yourself and connecting on a level, bringing yourself fully and being willing to be vulnerable and, you know, letting her feel you rather than just blinding her with routines. Why that's more powerful.
So, what's more effective about what Pedro, what Pete's talking about is that women can always feel if you're coming from an authentic place or an unauthentic place. So if you are actually going in to connect with her because you actually want to connect with her and are being vulnerable and yourself and also confident but vulnerable, she'll be able to feel you, and the interest that will be generated through that will be a lot stronger than if you're just trying to get a hook to reel her in, and then you might you might have it might be fun for an evening, but if you're looking for anything of substance, anything that's actually like the depth of what intimacy and relationship is about, that thing will only take you it'll get you in the door, but then you won't know what to do afterwards. So what Pete is talking about is something that can actually be sustainable over time.
That's a huge part. It doesn't matter how many routines you have, you're gonna run out. If you've memorized 1 hour, you're good for an hour. If you've memorized 20 hours and you have a relationship, you're gonna run out of things to say. So if you're relying on things you've memorized, you're gonna run out of them at some point, and then it's gonna fail. And do you want to go out and have the same 20 hours of conversation 100 times, like for 5 years, for 10 years, or do you want to get to a place where you can talk about what's interesting to you and you can create real connections, and that in itself is more powerful. So yeah.
So September 8th. So we ran out of things to say there, but
yeah.
So September 8th, you guys will see on the Facebook link below all the information for all you Bay Area guys. And just like I said, one of the biggest things that impressed me watching Pedro was it didn't actually look like he was picking up, and I never saw anything like it. And
Thank you.
I really wanted to.
I'm glad it doesn't look like that.
Where's it going to be?
It's going to be...
all the details will be on the link.
all the details are going to be up. It's going to be probably in the Soma, south of Market area of San Francisco, so sort of central San Fran. That's another thing, just talking about... Yeah, okay. No, that's enough for now. I don't want to get a video too long, otherwise you guys won't watch it. So we'll stop there. Tune in, turn up for more information, message us for details and stuff. It's going to be fun. So I hope to see you guys there. Bye.